Ladies and gentlemen, it's pretty safe to say that Brawl Stars is going absolutely crazy. Not the game itself, but the players playing the game. As you all know, in this most recent update, they changed the duration of the trophy pushing season to be much longer than it was previously, which I think is sparking a lot of initiative from the pro players to go for these insane trophy totals, as well as individual brawler records. We once thought that 2,000 trophies was insane, which it still is, but many people are now going for that crazy milestone, which today we will be outlining an insane accomplishment from 3 different players managing to achieve 2,000 trophies and clinching the world record for their particular brawlers. We got Real Canadian on Max, Toast on Colt, as well as Levy on Ems. So guys, hope you're all excited for some very high tier pro level gameplay. Let's get straight away into it. Here we go! So before we get straight away into today's video, I want to give a huge shout out to Real Canadian for submitting these clips to me for all of you guys to see as well, outlining their insane grind here in Brawl Stars. Also, huge shout out to Toast as well as Levy for their commendable grind. I'll be leaving links in the description down below to all of their social medias and where you can go find them if you would like to support them. I would recommend it. It'd be really cool if you guys went and congratulated them. But with that out of the way, next transitioning over here to Stardust Pro with one of my absolute favorite features on the website, and that is being able to see the world records for every single brawler in the game. And just to put it in perspective how crazy the world records have been flowing out ever since the change in the last update, we have 3 out of 6 world record holders in this current season on just the brawlers we're looking at right now. At the very top, we have Colt world record, a Bull world record, and a Jesse world record. So of course we are going to be focusing in on Colt, Ems, as well as Max, but if you guys want to see more crazy high tier pro level gameplay, be sure to let me know in the comments down below. I got a feeling there's going to be a lot more interesting world records to be had. But not to get too far off track, as you can see, Toast currently has 2,140 trophies on Colt, all done in 3v3 games, I might add. As Levy has 2,140 on Ems, absolutely demolishing the second place spot. And we have Real Canadian here on Max with 2,008, I believe it's cut off there. Yep, Real Canadian has the #1 spot with 2,008 trophies, with the second place being only 3 trophies behind, and 1 through 4th place are very close to each other. So hopefully Real Canadian can keep that world record for quite some time now moving forward. But I'm very much so looking forward to getting into this gameplay and commentating to the best of my ability. Hopefully you guys are looking forward to it. Let's go over to the matches. So everyone, without wasting any more time, we're hopping into these games. Guys, I'm exceptionally excited for these matches because I don't typically get to watch a whole lot of competitive present plunder, is what I know to be one of the pro players' favorite game modes here to play to push up their brawlers currently in the meta. So they're really trying to eat it up before it's removed from the game. But as you can see, Real Canadian as Levy and Toast pressuring super hard and getting in there. Toast rocking the OP gadget. Colt's one of the better brawlers in the meta because of that gadget right now. So if you guys want to push him, I got a weird suspicion, weird feeling that Colt is going to be getting a nerf to that gadget. So push him up right now. It's a rare occurrence to see Colt in a really good state in the meta. So catching a little bit of fire here from the enemy team, which is a Max, a Lou, and a Edgar. That Lou with those supers, man, it's so easy for him to cycle those supers, and it just has so much crowd control and area denial. But looks like as Levy, Toast, and Real Canadian are on the defensive front, they go for the full team wipe and then they pressure up to try to grab the present, but looks like they try to prioritize defense, is what I was seeing there. They were kind of pressured in by the Lou and stuff like that, but they just kept staying in the back lines, trying to kill at least one person, and then once they get the full team wipe, then they can pressure up. But Real Canadian doing a fantastic job. It is now 2v2, but the team is a little bit weaker. Edgar trying to go in there, taking the jump pad, but he's confronted by 2 people, an angry Ems and a Toast on Colt. You don't want to mess with that. And by the way, they're sitting at roughly 1,978 trophies. I believe that's what they're at right now. So very high up there. And it looks like they're going to be able to wrap up the match with some time to spare. So let's see the trophies. Yep, 1,978 all in unison there. Very excited. Let's head to the next one. So jumping ahead here, a few more trophies. I believe they played about 3 more matches since the last one that we looked at. And I'll try to do a little bit more play-by-play here to get into the intensity of this pro level gameplay, baby. So Real Canadian playing in the mid, trying to do that chip damage that she is so dang good at doing up against that 8-bit. 8-bit typically on a game mode like this, they try to play a little bit more defensive until they get a station down for that increased movement speed, but Real Canadian's team taking down one of the opponents. Now it is 2v3. Colt using a gadget to take down some walls, applying some damage to Nita, and we are pressuring super hard. Edgar jumping in, but Ems activating the gadget, getting him off of him, and then Toast with the double kill, one with the gadget and another one with the super, taking the present with ease. I'm liking the way this is going, looking like a very easy match, but 8-bit queuing up with a station there for the increased speed, and they're on the defensive, looking for an opportunity here. Real Canadian's team. Ems hitting him up with the super. Toast trying to capitalize on the slow from Ems' super and able to take the second present again, making it look easy. So let's see what their trophies are at. They're at 1,990 now with that win. Guys, we're getting close to that 2,000 trophy mark. Let's keep this going. All right, everyone. So rounding the corner to our third match here, up against double Colt Edgar. So you know it's going to be a very stressful match. Colt, like I said before, is insanely good in the meta right now. So we'll see how our team here can handle the pressure. So Real Canadian taking some heavy fire from the Colt in the mid, and Toast going down to the Colt in the right lane from our perspective. Oh my goodness, the Colt gadget's coming out crazy. What the heck? My gosh. Okay, so this is definitely the hardest match we've seen so far on Real Canadian, Toast, and Eslevi's part from the video matches today, but we'll see how they can shape up here. So it looks like Real Canadian and Eslevi trying to tag team that Edgar, taking him down relatively easy, but those Colt gadgets are still flying in. Real Canadian catching a little bit of a lag there, I think. The double Colt super. My goodness, guys, 2 Colts on its team is just so much to think about. There's constant fire coming in. That's crazy. So Eslevi sidestepping that Colt super and taking the present when it was 3v1. It's bizarre. In Present Plunder, I feel like a lot of it is just kind of you're holding each other back, and then just one little opening comes in and you gotta capitalize on that. So it's all about finding that opening and trying to make a play off that. So Real Canadian using a gadget, trying to grab that present. He does manage to do so. Going in for the present once again, just to reset the timer on it, as Levy supering it in, and Toast waiting for that present to come in and the match to end, sitting at 1,993, so 2 matches away. Let's see how this goes. All right, everyone, so heading into the next one, up against a Byron, a Spike, and a Colt, and I believe the enemy team is pretty dang high in trophies. Also, keep in mind that Real Canadian didn't send me the 2,000 trophy match, but I don't think that's the most important match out of this. 2,000 trophies is pretty dang cool, but we're going for that world record. Real Canadian trying to get to 2,008 here from his perspective, but as you can see, Colt going down. It is now 2-3. The Colt on the enemy team, I believe, is at 1,000 trophies, so a very formidable opponent. Real Canadian taking some heavy fire from the Colt, but doing fairly good at juking those shots. My goodness, Toast holding things down very well up against the Byron in the mid lane, and Ems doing Ems things, trying to keep the pressure from the head-peeking Spike away from his teammates. As you can see, the super going in for Real Canadian. Toast is still alive somehow in the back there, but going down to the chip. Nice juke there from Real Canadian. The Byron couldn't hit him. My goodness, these guys play at a different level, I'm telling you. So the Colt gadget coming in from the enemy Colt, taking down one of those walls, but I believe that gadget was for Real Canadian there. So Real Canadian busting out a super. Toast taking down the Spike easily. Real Canadian using a gadget, go in using super and grabbing the final gift to toss it in. I believe this puts them at 2,005 trophies. So again, we're going for that 2,008. So let's get straight away into the next one, which I believe is the actual world record milestone match. So come on, guys, let's see it. So everyone, drum roll please. This is the final match, the world record match. Let's see if they can end on a good note here. So up against an 8-bit, a Colette, and an M. So a definite very good team comp. Colette, I feel like is really good in Present Plunder for just pushing people around and applying that chip damage, but off to a decent start, nothing crazy going on. Toast going in with a very aggressive play, taking down that Colette, and now Real Canadian and Toast can pressure that 8-bit together. Without his station, 8-bit has a pretty difficult time holding his own against pressure like that, 2 people. So Colette using his super, her super on Real Canadian, pushing him away. But now the enemy team is gearing up for some pretty decent defense. Colette rolling in with a gadget, trying to get as much damage as possible. Colette doing a very good job on the enemy team on the defense. And Toast has to retreat back as the enemy team starts to spawn in here. So as Levy making his way to lane, and they're trying to gear up, trying to get back into lane. Toast pressuring with the super. And now it is 3v2. Colette going in with the super. I don't think that was a very good super, if you ask me. Probably should have saved that, but pressuring in here. Real Canadian Toast trying to take down the Colette. Some pressure coming in from the 8-bit, but taking down the 8-bit. It is once again now 2v3. Trying to heal up a little bit. Real Canadian using a gadget there to try to avoid the pressure, but didn't end up needing it. But as Levy going in there with a gadget says, get the heck away from me. Toast using super against the Colette to try to ward him off. And as Levy managing to throw in the final gift of the grind here with Real Canadian, putting them at 2008 trophies and clinching that world record for Real Canadian. Some insane matches. None of them were very long whatsoever. So Present Plunder, while it's out right now, you guys should really try to utilize it because it's very, very quick. Good trophies. But yeah, everybody, those were the matches I had for you all today for the world record grind. So I believe Real Canadian stopped pushing when he reached the world record, which is completely fine. Guys, 1,250, rank 35. Took me forever and so much stress on top of that. So imagine going this much further. So a very commendable push, but I believe Toast and Levy are still grinding with Patchy. I think Toast is trying to get to 2,500. So if he does achieve that or anything, I think we might feature that on the channel as well. These crazy milestones and the insane gameplay is incredibly fun for me, and hopefully you guys are enjoying it as well. But yeah, everyone, hopefully you all enjoyed the video today. Once again, be sure to go check out the pros linked in the description down below. Wish them a congratulations because this definitely takes a lot of time. But yeah, everyone, hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, slap a like on it. I'd really appreciate that. With that being said, have a fantastic rest of your day, everyone. Keep having fun with Brawl Stars, and we'll see you in the next video. Peace out, everybody.